Good morning, students. Okay, we shall. There are only 11 participants. Okay, so let us wait for 5 minutes. Okay, for the students to come. Students, please call your friends. Only 26 students are present. Where are your other students? So less attendance. Rohit Hizam. Okay. Am I audible now? Okay. So shall we start or we should wait a bit more for the students? Everyone is with your copy and pen. If you don't have your copy and pen, please take it with
Yes,
you.
ma'am.
Please take your copy and pen with you, okay?
Yeah, ready.
Okay. I have given the syllabus today, okay? That day I forgot. So this morning I have given the syllabus in your this one mentor group.
Yeah. I got it, ma'am.
Hmm. Who is the CR for this one section A?
Yes,
Kiroda,
ma'am.
Kiroda,
Who?
Yes,
Kiroda
me, ma'am.
Sam.
Okay. 28. Okay, so we will start, okay? Let me screen share my. I'm audible, na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so let me screen share, okay? Just wait. Can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You can read out, na? Or it is very small. Can you read out the sentences?
Mm,
Or should I
yeah, we
make it a
can zoom.
big bit? Should I make it a zoom?
Ma'am, I can see your screen.
You can see. You can read out the lines.
We can zoom and see.
Is it okay now?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Okay. So we will start. Okay. So what topics it's being covered? You write it down in your copy. Okay. And about the notes, these notes you can find it in your ERP. Okay, it's already there. And if I feel that some extra or some should be, it should be it is very long, or I should give some other notes, then I will provide it to you. Okay. So for now, these notes you will find in ERP, and let me see if I can provide some more extra notes with you. So today, like we have discussed our syllabus last class. So today we will study about your raw water engineering. Okay, module 1 is your raw water engineering. So what did I say about raw water engineering that last class? Anyone? What is raw water? Any idea what is raw water? RAW, raw water.
Unfiltered water
Unfiltered
direct,
water.
directly
Okay.
from the source.
Yes, very good. Raw water, it is the water that you get from the source. Okay. So what are the sources? What are the
Like
sources of
river,
water?
like river,
Yes,
oceans,
yes.
and
Rivers, it can be ponds, it can be lakes, it can be your well, okay? Anything. So that is your source of water. So raw water engineering is what you know, the water that is taken from the source of water like rivers, lakes, ponds, all these things, and it is supplied to the consumers. Okay, that is you people or us. Okay, that is supplied to your home. That is your raw water engineering. But in between, before supplying it to the consumers, there should be some treatment done. Okay, obviously there should be treatment done, because that water from the river or from ponds or lakes, you cannot drink that water. Either you can use that water for washing your utensils or for taking bath and all, that's okay, but that water you cannot drink. Because why? Because the river, it is polluted. Okay, so there should be some treatment done in between. So the process of supplying, taking the water, collecting the water from the source and supplying it to the consumer, it is known as your raw water engineering. Okay, and secondly, what is wastewater engineering? That we will come in our next module. But wastewater engineering is what? The water that raw water, you have learned that you are taking the water from the source, and it is supplied to the consumer. Okay, you people have got the water in your home. Okay, after you got the water in your home, what will you do? You will use that water. Yes, you will use that water for your daily purposes, like you will you wash your utensils, you will take bath. Okay, you will use it in your bathroom for different purposes. Okay, so that water has become now a wastewater. Yes, am I correct? Hello. uh,
Yes, ma'am.
just respond. Okay, Prayas. Okay, so that water you have used, and now the water has become a wastewater. So now that wastewater, how that wastewater that you have used will be taken again back to the source. Okay, it will be again taken back to the source, that is river or lakes or ponds or all these things. Okay, so how that water, wastewater, it is carried off to the your carried back to your source, but you cannot Arbisha, you cannot hear my voice. Am I audible?
yes, ma'am.
Okay, now Arbisha just message. Okay, so how you use that wastewater, how to carry that wastewater to the back to the source, is your wastewater engineering. Did you understand? So the raw water, that the water that is taken from the source and it is supplied to you, to consumers, it is your raw water engineering. And how that water, after using it, become a wastewater, and how that water is taken back to the source, it is your wastewater engineering. But that water, that wastewater, it is also treated. You cannot just dispose it off directly to the river or lake or pond, because that water is also polluted, and you cannot pollute more the river. Okay, so you have to treat the wastewater. So that is your wastewater engineering. So we will come, that wastewater engineering will study in your module 2. Okay, so raw water engineering basically you have understood. Okay, so now if I ask you, uh, as a civil engineer, if I ask you to design a water supply scheme, okay, I like to know, I would like to know that what will be your first step if I ask you to design a water supply scheme. Okay, before that, let me know from you that why water supply scheme is necessary. Can any one of you tell me any general, not definition, general idea why water supply scheme is important?
Scheme.
Yes, water supply scheme, that is that includes everything. Okay, like that day I told na, that treatment, that you are taking it to a intake, then after from intake it is taken to a treatment plant, then from the treatment again it is taken to a a distribution system. From the distribution system you are getting it in your home. So why that whole water supply scheme it is important?
Ma'am, it is important to to get purified water, clean water at home.
Yes, yes, very good, very good. I like the answer. Okay, so it is important because we know water is very important, not only for human beings, isn't it? Like your air, we also cannot live without water. Yes, water not only for human beings, the animals also will take water. Okay, everyone needs water. It is very important for our daily basis. We cannot live without water. It is simple thing. So we that water, it should be hygiene. Okay, that water, it should be hygiene. At least it should be treated so that we get potable water. Potable water, everyone knows.
Yes.
Potable water, that water that is clean, okay, that we can drink, that is your
Mm.
potable water. So what the municipalities will do is that the water, the water that you take from the source, they will make it clean. They will treat the water to such permissible limits that even if you don't have aquaguards or filters in your home, you can drink that water. Okay, no harm it will cause to you. So potable water is very important for us. Okay, we cannot drink any water. Okay, so what water supply scheme, it is very important so that we get potable water. Okay, and also why water supply scheme is important. Suppose there is a fire breakout in your area. Okay, suppose in a town or a city, a fire has broke out because there is much industries and all. Okay, so if a fire breaks out and you don't have a water supply scheme, okay, you take that bucket of water, you are going to a river and carrying a bucket of water, then you are trying to put out the fire. So with
Ma'am,
a big fire, yeah.
ma'am, can you speak a little slowly?
Okay, am I going very fast?
Yes.
Okay, 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 okay. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I will try to speak a little this one. Okay, actually, I speak very fast.
Alright.
Okay, okay. So see,
It's all right.
okay. So if suppose in a town or a city, a fire has broke out. Okay, suppose in your area fire has broke out. Now, if you don't have a water supply scheme, okay, you don't have a water supply scheme. So is it possible to you go to a source, you go to a river, and you then take a bucket and you are carrying the water and you put out the fire. Again, you are going to river, you are taking a bucket of water, then again you are trying to put out the fire. Will that the fire broke out easily? Will it put off? No, because that is a big fire, okay, and it requires a sufficient quantity of water to be put in that fire, okay, in sufficient pressure. So in your water supply scheme, while we design a water supply scheme, we also take fire demand, okay, we will come that later. So for all these purposes, I was trying to say that for all these purposes, your a water supply scheme in a city or a town, it is very much important, okay. Planned water supplies, you can say a planned water supplies, it is very much important. So now, so I was asking, okay, we have known why water supply scheme it is important, okay. So now I would like to know, if you, as a civil engineer, if someone asks you to design a water supply scheme, so what will be your first step? What will be your first step? What would you consider first? Any idea about that? Any
Ma'am, first would be looking for a source, water source.
Okay, suppose, okay, you are correct, partially correct, it's fine. Okay, you have
Ma'am,
yeah, anyone else?
for me the first step will be like the source of water, like from where the water comes, to know the location of the source.
Okay, fine, you are correct, no, you're not wrong, okay. So suppose you are telling that we will look for the source. Okay, what source you will take? What source you will take? How will you decide that you will take a river, I should go
Huh?
for a river? How will you decide what source of water you should take? Like source of water, you have we have already discussed. No, we have rivers, lakes, ponds, well, okay, infiltration well also we have. So all these things are source. So if you first take the step for a source of water, so how will you decide which source of water to take?
Go for the cheapest and the easiest one. Like if the river is far from the city or the town, then we'll go for
I'll take a
groundwater
river source.
or other source.
Okay, so if you take suppose groundwater, you are taking, suppose I am taking talking about tube well. Okay, so if you take water from tube well, so will that water will be sufficient to to serve a large community?
No, ma'am.
No, isn't it?
Yeah.
A river, okay, a river or a pond. I am listening my voice too. Anyone has put on the mic for what? Please mute it for, oh yeah, thank you. Please mute it, okay. When I ask you, then open your mic, okay. Then what I was saying is that suppose we are taking a tube well, okay. So will that tube well water, it will serve a large community of what people? Obviously no, okay. So for that we have to first know what is the population, okay. If you are asked to design a water supply scheme, the first step is to know the water demand, okay. Suppose you are designing a water supply scheme in your locality, so first you have to know the population and how much water it is demanded by that community of people. Did you understand my point? Suppose yeah, so that is your water demand, okay. Here I am, wait, okay, here you see water demand. So water demand is the measure of the total amount of water used by the customers within the water system. You please note it down. The water demand, you write down water demand, and if you want, you can write down the definition. It will be easy for you later. So just write it down. You can see my screen. You write it down, the definition of water demand. Are you writing? Okay. So water demand is basically what? Suppose any one of you, okay, any one of you, you are using water in the morning for your you go to bathroom, then you come, you drink water, you use again, you cook something, you use water, then you are taking bath, you are using water, okay, then again but in the evening also you are using water, you are everything for cook, you using your washing utensils, okay, so that is your water demand. Okay, so you are needing water for different purposes. So every customers, every consumers, they are needing water for their own purposes. So that is your water demand, the demand of water that is used by the customers. Okay, it is the amount of water that is demanded by the consumers, or you can say customers, that is us. Okay, did you understand what is water demand now?
Yes.
It's very
Yes, ma'am.
simple. It's very simple. From the name itself, you can understand what is water demand. Okay, the demand that you are demanding, that I want water for this purpose, I want water for drinking, I want water for washing utensils. So all these are your water demand. So now let us discuss what are the types of water demands. Okay, if you can, you write it down. These types of water demands. Types of water demands. So number one, it is your domestic water demand. Number one is your domestic water demand. Second is your industrial water demand. Third is your institutional and commercial water demand. Then demand for public, fire demand, waste and theft. Waste and theft. Write it down, because later it will be easy for you what topics we have covered. Okay, that's why I'm telling to write down. Are you finished writing? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let us discuss about your domestic water demand. Okay, so domestic water demand from the name itself. Just wait. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so domestic water demand from the name itself. Can you tell me what are the domestic water demand?
For our purpose in
For
the one which for like purpose of washing, cooking,
yes, very good, very good. Who
cutting.
is this speaking? Hokkaido.
Household.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, from the name itself, no, you domestic, everyone knows you. All people now, you are at your home, so you are using water. Yes, from morning
Yes.
till night, you are using water for different purposes. You are taking bathing, you are washing utensils. Okay, you are drinking. Or for all these purposes, this is your domestic water demand. Okay, so now there is, always some I will tell you one term. Okay, first I will tell you one term. Can you see this? I am highlighting. Can you see this?
Yes.
LPCD. Okay, LPCD is what? Liters per capita per day. Okay, what does this mean? So let us understand this term. Okay, first let us understand this liters per capita per day. So what is this? This is, suppose any one of you, okay, suppose Hokkaido. Did I spell right? Hokkaido?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Suppose
ma'am.
Hokkaido, you liters per capita per day. Per capita means what? Per person. Okay. How much water Hokkaido is using in a day? Okay. How much water? How much liter? Suppose liter I am telling. How much liter Hokkaido is using in a day is your LPCD. Did you understood now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So one domestic water demand, okay, there is one IS code. Okay, there is one IS code, that is your 1172/1983. Okay, so what is written in 1172/1983? It is written there that the domestic consumption, okay, the domestic water demand, it is 135 LPCD. That means in domestic, the water demand, it is 135 liters per capita per day. That is 135 is the amount. Okay, 135 amount it is used by one person in a day. For domestic means one person needs 135 LPCD. Did you understand? Am
Yes,
I
ma'am.
clear or should I explain more? Did you understand liters per capita? This term you need for water supply engineering. You have to remember these liters per capita per day. This is very important in in environmental engineering. Okay, everywhere you will find this word LPCD. So you should able to know what is LPCD. Oh, okay, that ma'am told that suppose one person, how much water one person uses in one day. Okay, so that is your in domestic it is written in IS code that the water demand it should be 135 LPCD. Okay, domestic water demand is clear. Okay, next
Yes, ma'am.
it is your industrial water demand. Industry to everyone knows. Okay, what is an industry? Okay, so industry, obviously in industry water is very important. They uses water for different purposes. Whatever industry it is there, water is necessary. Okay, so in in industrial water demand, it is a value is already given. Okay, a value is given, and that value is that an industry uses 50 LPCD. Please write down these values. Okay, these are important. A industrial water industry, they uses 50 LPCD. Are you noting it down?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Okay, next is your institutional and commercial water demand, number 3. So institutional and commercial water demand, you are coming to additive. Okay, you when you comes to your college, you use water. Yes, you use water, you go to bathroom, you wash your hands. So again you are drinking water in your from the taps and all. So that is institutional and commercial water demand, the water that is used in a institute. Okay, it might be school, it might be college, it might be a university. Okay, so or any commercial institutions. Okay, so there in your institutional and commercial this one, it is written that the per capita demand it is your 20 LPCD. 20 liters per capita per day is amount of water is required to meet institutional and commercial water demand. Okay, then for your some cities they are highly commercialized. Okay, some city like in Guwahati also. If you say that in Guwahati is a town, okay, so here Guwahati, what the institutes that we have, the schools and colleges, the universities that we have in Guwahati, and the schools and colleges that you have in a village. Okay, so obviously the water, the demand, it will vary. It will vary. Okay, so in a so it is written here that for highly commercialized cities, this value it can be increased to 50 LPCD. Okay, generally it is 20 LPCD, but if it is a highly civilized or commercialized city, then the value it can be increased to 50 LPCD. Okay, write it down. Okay, it will end in 5 minutes. Okay, we have named 2 classes, right? We have 2 classes. Okay, one thing, let me take the attendance for this class. Okay, 5 minutes it will go now. Okay, roll number 1. Okay, 2,
Yes, ma'am.
3. Arbisha is there, no? 4,
Sir, ma'am.
4 present.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Yes, ma'am.
9,
Present, ma'am.
10, 11,
Yes, ma'am.
12,
Present, ma'am.
13,
Yes, ma'am.
14,
Present, ma'am.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21,
Yes, ma'am.
21 is present. Okay, 22,
22,
Yes, ma'am.
23, 24,
Yes, ma'am.
25,
Present, ma'am.
26,
Present, ma'am.
27, 28,
Yes, ma'am.
29,
Yes, ma'am.
30,
Present,
31,
ma'am.
30 is present. 3,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, okay,
Yes.
okay.
30 present.
31,
And 31 is absent.
okay, 32,
Present, ma'am.
33,
Yes, ma'am.
34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40,
Yes, ma'am.
Bemishal.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 41,
Present, ma'am.
42, 43,
Yes, ma'am.
44, 45,
Present, ma'am.
46,
Yes, ma'am.
47, 48, 49, 50. Okay, I'm reading out the absent ones. Okay, just listen carefully. Just the absent ones I'm telling. 2, 5, 6, 7, 10.
Roll number 2 present.
Roll number 2
One
present.
present.
What roll number is
Ma'am,
present?
roll number 2 present.
2 is present. I have
Roll number
given.
2.
Okay, okay. 2 is I have given present 2. Okay, 3, 5,
One
6,
present.
7, then 10,
7 present.
7 present. Okay.
Yes,
Then
ma'am.
15, 16, 17, 18.
Ma'am.
Who is present?
Ma'am, 3.
Roll number 3. Okay. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23,
Ma'am.
23 present,
Present. 23.
23 present, okay. Then 27, 31, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 42, 44, 47, 48, 49, 50.
Ma'am.
47 present, ma'am.
44 present.
44 present. Okay, then
47.
uh-huh,
20.
20,
Yes, ma'am.
20. Okay, then
Ma'am,
anyone else?
47 present.
47. Okay.
3 also, ma'am.
That's right.
Present.
3 present I have given.
Okay.